Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2 of my adventures in Black Desert. So I have just made it to the port town of Velia. Speaking to the NPC on the outskirts of the city initiated a beautiful cutscene of people fishing with the sound of seagulls and gentle waves making landfall. On the surface, Velia seems like a quaint little fishing town that relies on its trade with the powerful dukedom of Hydel. As the first town I visited in BDO, I was taken aback by the number of NPCs and how alive the town actually felt. It was also the first time I saw more than a handful of players on the screen. However, as you delve deeper into the story, Velia seems to be a town with its fair share of problem with raiding goblins hampering trade. The ongoing conflict has taken its toll on the morale of the local population and the chief's daughter, who is under some sort of curse. I really enjoyed playing through this part of the story. I was introduced to some really funny characters. I particularly found Aliston's younger daughter goofy and well-written as an airhead ditzy young girl who is more focused on dating, thus compromising her alchemical studies, and who is always overshadowed by her well-educated and talented sister.
I'm Hans, a Velia vigilante.
Managed to ride my first horse, got my first pet dog in the game, which actually helps you loot defeated NPCs, defeated a grave robber, swapped tales of adventure with the chief of the town, Igor Bartoli, who himself was once an accomplished adventurer. Got drunk, dueled the blacksmith's anvil, and passed out. Overall, a great day. The town has some really cool lore, which I may review in future videos.
This says that Red Nose has been defeated.
If that's the case, why the hell's this village still in this state? I heard they're still drafting soldiers. How about you? It's all because of those damn goblins.
My love, what will I tell Helen? To think I'd be widowed at my age.
I prayed this year would be free from that curse, and yet here we are in another drought.
Aye, and the chief's granddaughter's coming of age this year.
Oh no, whatever shall we do?
Gah, what's the meaning of all this?
The trade wagon that left yesterday has been raided again.
Hydel is considering severing ties with us.
Goblins again? How many guards do we need to stop them? The entire guild will starve at this rate.
Oh, wise one, this village is filled with bad spirits.
Shouldn't we do something with the chief's granddaughter first?
In times like these, we need to stay vigilant from within as well. And to do so, a greater world awaits your discovery. Welcome, adventurer. You seem to bear a dark energy, eons old. I am Aluston. An alchemist who feels eons old himself at times. Some see these wrinkles as a sign of wisdom, but a wise man would avoid such an unhealthy obsession with black stones. Uno and Cliff have told me all I need to know. Of Red Nose tearing through the dark rift, and his defeat at your hands.
mosquito wings, parasitic bee lava sauce, and let's see, a drop of imp's tear, and then... Oh, this happens every single time I try to make rouge. Oh, welcome. Hello, adventurer. Hiya, Papa. You've brought someone along? Friends of my father get better deals. They're basically just watered-down versions of Florence's potions anyway. I'm kidding. Please, buy my wares.
Eileen, save your sales pitch. I've a task for you. Think you can handle it?
What? Another one? But I just finished the last one. Can't Florence just swoop in and save the day?
Well, if you don't want this opportunity to meet a black spirit host in the flesh...
What? No way. Look at those dreamy eyes. Nothing like the vacant corpse-like expressions I read about.
Eileen, manners.
Oops. Did I say that out loud? I'll just go stick my head in a cauldron and die now.
Come now, child. No need for dramatics. They are in need of your aid.
Me? Specifically? Sure you didn't just confuse me for Clorence? Gosh, okay. Let's see. How long have you been exposed? Oh, wow. That's a bit excessive. And likely to have accelerated the spirit's encroachment. Tell me, does ceaseless whispering fill your head? Do you have an unquenchable thirst? Is that thirst for apocalyptic chaos?
Eileen!
Got it, Papa. I'll... can do it. Definitely. Probably.
I've received a summons from the Grand Chamberlain Jordine. There are urgent matters at Alejandro Farm to which I must attend. I'll be expecting fair tidings upon my return. Adventurer, please give Eileen your full cooperation.
Right. Clorence will be off to college soon, setting the academic world on fire, while I do my best to find a man who trusts me not to set his meals on fire. Why was I talking about fire? Oh, right. My training. Time to test some chemical reactions, but I'm all out of material. Come on, Eileen. Oh, I hate to ask for a favor already, but... You gathered so many so quickly? Guess I've got nothing to fear with you around. Though, as soon as we smite one wicked task, another always rears its head. So, I don't see the harm in us taking our time with them. Papa said you needed help, but... what's a couple of hours? Why don't we take a short walk over to the church? See that bell tower over there? Why don't you, go on ahead? I need to touch up my faith, for, church.
Only the ones qualified shall participate in Imperial trade. Do you not want to take on the challenge to make a fortune with one stroke?
Santo is angry. I must hurry. Here.
Hey, are you kidding me with this right now, huh?
I'll do it again.
What do you want? You need workers or what? You'll have to go through me first if you're planning on causing trouble here. Goblins keep running away. Cowards.
Cats like rooftops.
I'm going to give you a good... They can't get down out of fear. Find them for me quickly. Cats. I'm going to give you...
May he stay only in the kitchens of the Western Heaven.
My faithful congregation who've gathered here today, you've likely not ever set foot in the desert, nor heard tale of the Black Desert and the salvation of Elion. There was a time when black stones were thought to be blessed with Elion's might. Sown like so many seeds beneath the sands that span from Calphion to Valencia. These two nations then declared war over these black stones, who watered the great desert with blood until the sand itself could hold no more. From that day it was known by two names. For the countless black stones, Calphionians know the great desert as the Black Desert. But for the countless lives lost, Valencians call it Red. Not so long after, Elion felt pity for us fallen humans, and granted us the sight to see the black stones for what they truly were. Now that Elion has lifted the veil from our eyes, let us cast off the avarice and offer up our worldly possessions to him.
Please find my cat.
Elion, I believe in you. I've contributed as best I could.
There you are.
So long after,
Shall we sit together?
Elion felt pity for us fallen humans, and granted us the sight to see the black stones. Now that Elion has lifted the veil from our eyes, let us cast off the avarice and offer up our worldly possessions to Elion.
Shirking your alchemical studies again. I see. No surprises there. What does surprise me is how it's a new man every time. What do they see in you? Hello, I'm Florence, Eileen's twin sister. Father filled me in. I only came here to confirm my suspicions. Now listen here. The Black Spirit is biding its time, waiting until you're spent and exhausted. And when you show the slightest sign of weakness, you will be under its control in an instant. My advice? Go get some rest. As for my sister, well, it seems she's already lost interest in you. Don't dawdle here listlessly. Go find Chief Igor Botali. He's known to treat adventurers with the utmost hospitality.
My faithful congregation who've gathered here today, you've likely not ever set foot in the desert, nor heard tale of the Black Desert and the salvation of Elion.
May the grace of our Lord Elion be with you at all times. Lord Elion has guided me to Velia. I love Velia. Even the smiles of the children here are lovely. Not only is deep faith present here in this city, but Serendia and Calphion also share the depth in Elionism. May your journey be a pleasant one. I shall pray for you.
Lord Elion.
Please find my cat.
Enduring droughts.
I was once considered a great adventurer, but I ultimately hung my helmet here. I must admit, I sometimes regret it. Ah, so you're the one Alustan spoke of. We finally meet. I am Igor Bartali, chief of this village. Welcome to Velia. There was a time when I too dreamt of becoming a great adventurer, and I would love to hear of your heroic encounter with Red Nose. But first, I must attend to a small matter requested of me by the Grand Chamberlain. How about you tell your tale over a meal at the Lunar Halo Inn? It's right over there. My wife, Islin, will treat you to some refreshments. Go on ahead. I'll be right behind you.
You made a good choice to come to Lunar Halo Inn. Welcome to the Lunar Halo Inn, traveller. You can call me Islin. My husband said you'd be dropping by. Rowdy drunkards think getting pot-shotten is an excuse for breaking a dish or two, but I make sure everyone pays for their mistakes. Here's fair warning to you. This is the chef of our inn, David. Talented, aye, but patrons love him because he pays little heed to the cost of ingredients. Those two over there act like brothers once a little ale's in them. In the cold light of sobriety, they find themselves again sworn enemies. That one over there just keeps to himself, smoking his pipe all day long, never orders a thing, literally running on fumes he is. Oh, look at the old man, the wind blew in. Well, what'll you have? Have a seat and we'll get your order in right away. Toscane special herb juice. You know your stuff. Good, good. Take a seat over there. My husband's probably dying to see you.
Oh, Evelyn is talkative as ever. Sometimes she keeps customers so long that the food goes cold. Finally, I've been looking forward to dining together and hearing the wealth of stories you have to tell. First, tell me of Red Nose. Tell me everything, theatrics and all. Who helped the most in tracking Red Nose down? That can't be. That Uno has spent his entire life devoted to the studies of imps. Oh, if that's true, we'd have caught Red Nose ages ago. But however did Red Nose become leader of the imps? As I recall, he was ever so tiny and timid. The black stone given unto Red Nose became one filled with rage. I have no idea what that man is up to. If only I was younger, I'd need just to wave my finger to teach him a lesson. Ah, well. Frustrating though it may be, in times like this, repeat after me. Things are looking up. See? Feels good. Once more. Things are looking up. Your grand journey is still underway, and arduous times are yet to come. Dig deep and shout this out to steel your nerves in those moments.
Well now, what's this? You two together? Things are looking up. Things are looking up.
Oh, Uno. It has been some time. Where have you been quenching your thirst while your old friend's throat is dry?
Me just had a pint of the Dancing Marlin to celebrate our defeat of Red Nose. Cheers! And yet to think a black stone of such high purity brings me back to the days when there were yet hairs on your head.
I'm telling you, it's all gone in an instant. But I, too, am reminded of the tale of the Great Desert. 10 years past now?
This is your first time hearing it, right? Listen well, it's quite the tale. 10 years past. In the distant desert, a sudden and strange phenomenon occurred. The ground beneath the sands cracked wide, and an ancient ruin burst forth. It was the ruins of Histria, once existing only in ancient texts. Held deep within her, a final chamber composed of the purest black stones.
He's been on about this story for a decade now. My ears can't take it any longer. Be present. It's the year 286. 286.
Nostalgia serves as the greatest drive in the twilight years of a senile old fool. And yet, thanks to what occurred back then, business has never stopped booming.
Never thought I'd see the day when Igor the Adventurer was properly domesticated. The things love will do to us, eh?
I may not look it now, but I was indeed quite the adventurer in my day. People would travel far and wide to consult with me on matters of Histria.
Look at the stone spider flaunting his carapace to the stoneback crab, like he's forgotten he's speaking with the continent's foremost imp expert. And on my honor, I swear on that day I clearly saw it. The shining star fall into the hills of the Forest of Seclusion.
That nonsense again. Give it a rest, my dear friend. No one found a star, not even a scrap of metal in that area.
I promise you, before my dying breath, I shall uncover its secret. I, Uno, am a man of my word. believe it!
This stuff is great.
Careful. Do you know how much this beer cost me?
I couldn't believe it. She told me to shave my beard.
Do you know how many years I spent whacking those scarecrows? Oh, Tronin, you're here as well.
Of course. I have to lay down the hammer sometimes.
Yes, indeed. It's been some time. Care to hear of my travels to Valencia?
Oh, good. Adventurer, you're awake. This is the home of Tranin Underfoe, the blacksmith. He said you had a pretty rowdy night at the tavern, so he brought you back here. You should go thank him for taking care of you. And maybe apologize for dueling his anvil. Let's be off. We're going to overcome the Black Spirit together. I have a close friend who is going through a similar situation. Her name is Emma. Emma Bartali. Yes, the chief's granddaughter. You could say she's the princess of the town. Ever since she was little, Emma would often have nightmares, but it's grown worse. Now, a dark figure has begun to invade her mind. We're going to pay her a visit, though please understand, for anyone so shy and who suffers as she suffers, a smile would be hard to muster. Oh, poor Emma. She's the only person who's opened their heart to me. I must find a way to rid her of her vile infestation. Nightmares of the Kingdom of Kron often haunt Emma. People do not talk about it, saying it's a curse that befell the family. See, she's a descendant of that house, and they sacrificed the lives of their citizens to an immortal alchemist in return for eternal life. That family, they treat the curse like it's nothing, like it's a normal part of any child's formative years. Nonsense, I say. No wonder she shuns people. I'm counting on you to get close to her heart. Here, have a look at this. 150 years have passed since the fall of the Kingdom of Kron. Yet, House Bartali still remains in the public eye. Grave robbers have once again stolen Noir Bartali III's treasure, a piece of heaven. However, the town has shown no pity, saying that it's a well-deserved punishment. The chief may seem like he just enjoys drinking with adventurers all the time, but he really cares about the town, more than anyone else. He gave me a place to set up my own shop, and he's serious about restoring the Bartali name. The Bartali family store their ashes in an ossuary north of this town. A place like that, teeming with Kron's secrets, must have some clues. Go ahead and take the path near the church. I'll check in on our dear, hungover Dr. Uno, and then join you. Go ahead and take the path near the church.
finally like that one? What? You're throwing it away again? Why have you thrown away so many?
Look at my face. Haven't even worked up a sweat. Patience is all about refining. I'm trying wonderful. A blacksmith with patience. Tell me if you need anything. No need to thank me. Looks like I have myself a valuable new patron. I can see how callous the palms of your hands are. You will certainly be a regular at the forge. From now on, trust your gear to me, a master craftsman. And, by the way, where are you off to with Eileen? Us, you hurry? Got peculiar taste, that's for sure. Most tourists would prefer visiting more scenic spots. On your way there, give my regards to my dear friend Richie, if you could. He's not been in this town too long. Think I'm the only friend he has.
Only someone special knows the value of peculiar clothes.
Do you want to try this on?
You have found the right place if you're looking to check in horses and donkeys. You should be aware that you can only ride one mount at a time. You can either capture or directly buy horses.
It's very nice to meet you. I'm Leonardo, the guild stable keeper in Velia.
What are you? An adventurer or a grave robber? Oh, Eileen. You've come with a new friend today. You didn't let a grave robber trick you into bringing them here, did you?
I know that I may not be the brightest compared to my sister, but I'm not that foolish, you old man.
It's merely that everyone trusts Clorence's shrewd nature will keep her safe. You, on the other hand, well, what brings you here? Richie? I wasn't aware he had any friends to receive regards from. Tronnen? So Richie's been shirking his duties to... Anyway, Richie is probably down below, sweeping and cleaning. Friendly warning for the newcomer. Never lay a hand on anything, or else.
this isn't as scary as I thought it would be. Anything good here? Huh? Over there! A ghost!
A human!
What? A talking ghost? Adventurer, exorcise it!
Don't you know who I am? The notorious grave robber, Afuaru's cousin!
Oh, that was scary. I've never been ghosted before. Think it enjoys haunting an ossuary falling into ruin. I thought that Houtman had the easiest job in town, but that is clearly not the case. Adventurer, what's this? Do you think the ghost dropped it? A key! The Bartali crest is engraved on it, so maybe it unlocks something in the ossuary. I'll ask Richard. Where is he? You don't think he's been hurt, do you? Come on, let's go find Richie. Oh, Elion, All, Sylvia, Thornwood Goddess, please keep Richie safe. Oh, thank goodness. Were you trapped in here? And are you sweeping?
No. This is just me salvaging the last bits of my pride off the floor.
What's all this commotion about? What? Did you cause trouble again?
Old man, did you know that Richie was trapped in here all along? You really keep vigilant watch over the ossuary, huh?
What? Another grave robber showed their ugly mug? That cowardly Richie was probably hiding again. I can't be everywhere all at once. An ossuary needs constant care. I'm bound to forget a thing or two. Age takes its toll. You'll see. If it were your sister here, she would have done something clever, like brewed up a potion to make the cowardly goblin a bit braver.
Well, you're not wrong, but it still hurts. Let's go, adventurer. That's Eileen for you. Makes you wonder if she truly is the great Alustin's daughter. Sorry we didn't get much out of this, adventurer. I wanted to lift Emma's spirits for a change.
Please stay back. Don't follow me back. No, don't. Who are you? How much longer will this nightmare last? Oh my. The grave robber could have hurt you, Eileen. Don't you ever do that again, even if it's for me.
But I still haven't found clues to the nightmares that haunt you. This adventurer here is going through something similar. I'm sure of it.
No. I'm so thankful that you tried. I don't want anyone to be in danger again because of me. Hello. My name is Emma, daughter of Justin Bartali. You must be a guest of my grandfather. Well then, take care.
Hold on, Miss Emma. I'm sorry that I couldn't repay your kindness. But look at this. My howls of terror must have shocked that grave robber into dropping it.
script is kind of old, but I think I can read it. It appears to be someone's journal from the Kingdom of Kron.
Ah, my poor, lonely Hannah. My dear niece. Lovely and beautiful to the very end. The spring's courtship blossomed into summer romance, which bore fruit like autumn, only for the suitor to coldly part like winter. You persevered alone to rear your child, only for the king to steal him away. Falling victim to an aged fool's selfish ambitions, seeking eternal life. The world came crashing down, but I shall remember Hannah forever, even as I cleaned the nursing bottle she couldn't heat up for a final time. It is another trace of sin left behind by my ancestor. How long shall I repent his sins to wash away the karma? Well, I just can't keep avoiding it like this. Would you both listen to my sorry tale? In Kron Castle, ruined by sins of past, lay tiny souls hidden, tears amassed. I reach out to comfort those unnamed, but some strange force keeps me restrained. Then, black as smoke soon overtakes me. I flee and flee. Can no one save me? The crimson gaze. I can't escape thee. My piercing screams what finally wakes me. And now, whispers haunt me beyond my dreams. But I'm unaware of what those whispers mean. There's someone in my dreams who pushes me into Kron Castle. A man wearing a sheep's skull, surrounded by goblins.
If texts I've read are to be trusted, the black spirit has begun to take hold of her. We can't just sit and do nothing. Let's see what we can find at Kron Castle.
Eileen, if we take action, it'll put my grandfather in a difficult position. I read the rescript that the Grand Chamberlain, Jordine, had sent not so long ago. Goblins that were driven away from the plains of Agris by the imps are now becoming more and more aggressive toward traders. And those goblins, they aren't on good terms with the rebel forces of Medea, who are occupying the Kron Castle ruins. All this havoc may account for the Grand Chamberlain's foul mood as of late. Best not for us to add to it.
You are most dear to the Chief, Emma. And to me too, because you're my friend.
Thanks, Eileen, you're right. We've got to do something. In that case,
I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. Join me for more adventurers in the next episode. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. That would be awesome. Thank you for watching, and catch you all later.